Back from Merrimack College and the Northeast Conference Championships here in 2023. And we turn to the women's 4x400 relay. And we are underway. It looks like we had a false start, though, to get things going. There are 7 teams competing here. Wagner will compete. They have a 3:55 time. That's the top time on all teams.
We'll have to see what that false start was as well.
Let's take a look at that false start. They're still discussing what the ruling is going to be. St. Francis has the lead here, 142 to 133 over Central Connecticut. Even with a Central Connecticut win and a St. Francis last place finish, they would still, Central Connecticut would.
And it looks like it's Stonehill.
Stonehill
that
gets
is being DQ'd from that, and that is so unfortunate to see. We'll have to see, looking at the replay. And she does. That's very, very clear that she did get out of the blocks early.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was clear.
No, everybody's still.
No, she was well out in front of the.
That is so unfortunate to see, and that's what happens in these races. You know, you're on the line, you're in your blocks for a little bit longer than you might want to be, and, you know, you kind of shoot the gun a little bit.
That was a little bit more than merely a quick step or a flinch. That was well out in front. As far as St. Francis, if St. Francis had that false start, it would have put CCSU back into the picture there.
That's exactly right.
But without the false start, they would have to have another type of disqualification, which does not appear to be the case right now.
Yep, so everybody is out smoothly in this 4x4 women's final. And it
St. Francis in lane 8, Merrimack in lane 7, LIU in lane 6, Wagner in lane 5, Central Connecticut is in lane 4, Stonehill in 3, and Sacred Heart in lane 2.
And that's Merrimack who is in lane 7, who is catching back up to St. Francis. And I think Merrimack will come off this corner in first.
And Merrimack to the first stretch.
But then she also has to run the extra distance, so we do have to keep that in mind. So we'll have to look at who is handing off first.
And now you can see Merrimack.
Yep, once they break in at these cones over here, we'll have an idea of who is out in front. But it does look like it is Merrimack.
Merrimack has posted a best time of 3:59.65.
And they were not the favorites coming in. It was Wagner. So Merrimack is having an absolutely incredible race right now.
Merrimack 1, Wagner 2, LIU 3, CCSU 4. But Merrimack looking to finish this on top with a strong time. Again, these runners, many of them have competed in 2 or 3 other competitions.
Yeah, that's why the 4x4 is so exciting to see. It's whatever these athletes have left in the tank. And now we see Wagner, who is going to the front and getting that baton to their third leg. And it does look like CCSU has some work to do. They did hand the baton off in last, but St. Francis University is in front of them. But it is Merrimack again who is out in front. Oh, excuse me, it is Wagner who is out in front right now.
That's Sarah Rutherford for Wagner, who is in first. Rutherford leading the way for Wagner, and this was sort of the expectation that Wagner would put forth a terrific performance. And here in leg 3, Sarah Rutherford has done her role in trying to separate herself from the rest of the pack here. That was Riley Pascal from Merrimack. Now LIU on the handoff. Wagner continues to post a terrific
And what a gap that
round.
has opened up between Wagner and LIU.
And now we see some more movement. Merrimack moving back into second.
And Tamara Rawls from Central Connecticut, she is in, I believe, 5th right now, but she is closing very well.
Mia Milton closing also very effectively for Wagner.
But it does look like Wagner will take this women's 4x400 meter relay title.
It's Mia Milton with a strong finish for Wagner.
But such a close finish going for second right now. It's between Merrimack and LIU. Who will take that second runner-up finish?
Wow, Merrimack just barely edging out LIU from their St. Francis CCSU Sacred Heart in 4, 5, and 6. Well, that wraps up the women's events here at the 2023 Outdoor Track and Field Championships. And it's not 100% official yet, but as of right now, it does appear the final score will be Sacred Heart on top of Central Connecticut with 146 or 145 to 137. That would be your expected final score right now. But some spectacular performances by some of these runners